This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Shutterstock.com. Welcome back to another episode of Rettinger's Rants. I'm your host, John Rettinger. This is the show where I rant and rave on anything from the world of technology and sometimes outside the world of technology. Last week, I talked about what I was thankful for in the spirit of Thanksgiving, but this week, I'm back to being angry. So when I was thinking of a topic for this week's Rettinger's Rants, I went on to Twitter and I said, hey, I'm getting ready to film the show. What do you guys want to see ranted about? What makes you angry? And overwhelmingly, the response was Apple and either their prices or their release schedule. So I thought I'd touch a little bit about both of those and give you guys some business background and maybe why that doesn't deserve a rant, and maybe why it does. This is Rettinger's Rants. Let's go and get started. Apple has long been maligned for its pricing. There is what's been called an Apple tax. People pay a premium. Apple charges a premium for their products. Whether or not that premium is justified or not, topic for another discussion. Everybody on Twitter that I saw, and out of about the 20 to 30 responses I had in the 20 minutes since I posted the tweet, wanted to talk about Apple's pricings and why they're gouging their customers. So let me introduce you to a little simple concept called supply and demand. It's a simple curve, goes like this, and it's supply and demand. In the middle is called the equilibrium point, and that's where the supply of a product equals the demand. And on your X and Y axis, you've got pricing. And the pricing is what a company can charge to hit that equilibrium number. Apple is right now the biggest, most valuable company in the world. Actually the most valuable company in the history of the stock exchange. And that's the New York Stock Exchange. Apple can charge a premium for the products because people will pay them. If people didn't want to pay that premium product, then the price would go down or the demand would go down. And Apple's profits would in turn also go down with it. But people are buying these things in droves. The iPad is selling millions, say like 11 per hour. iPhones, MacBooks, MacBook Pros, iMacs, these things are flying off the shelves. Apple is not a charity, despite what most people think. I'm like you, I want to get the products that I want for as cheap as possible. But I don't hold the company who makes them responsible for making the prices as inexpensive as possible. Apple is not a charity. They have responsibility to their shareholders to maximize profits. That's capitalist society, and that is business. You might not like it. I don't like it, but Apple has every right in the world to do it, to charge what they want for their products as long as people will buy them. If you don't agree with Apple's pricing, don't buy Apple's products. That's the best way you can send a message to the company. Now, you not buying one iPhone might not make a difference, but if everybody gets together and says, hey, it's too expensive, we're not gonna buy it, Apple will be forced to readdress their pricing scheme. However, if you're not gonna speak with your wallet, then you really have no other voice in the matter. Apple can charge anything they want. Any company for that matter can charge any price they want. Apple could probably get away with charging even a higher premium for their products based on the amount of sales numbers that they've had. So that argument, I don't necessarily buy. Coming from a business background, I get it. I understand why companies are charging premiums. It's just they're allowed to do it. Certainly, there's a social conscience of a company as well. What they do with that money once they make it, whether or not they give back to charities, give back to their employees, and all those sort of other questions that can be announced. Now, if Apple is a very charitable company, which traditionally under the Steve Jobs era they were not, it's changed a little bit under Cook, you could hold them responsible for what they're doing with their cash once they have it. The other topic that I overwhelmingly had was Apple's release cycle. Slow it down, stop it, stop releasing new iPads every 6 months. And that one, yeah, I kind of get. But it also comes back to that same business standpoint. I got two perspectives on that. From a consumer, I get why you're pissed. I bought the new iPad, the 3rd generation. I was super excited. I had the latest generation iPad. I knew that I was gonna have the latest technology for the next year. I saved up my money and I bought it. And then boom, 6 months later, iPad 4 comes out with the new lightning connector and faster stuff inside of it. And that's annoying. You want to feel like you've got the best product for as long as you can. But that's not the reality of the world. That's not the way capitalism works. Apple, once again, is a for-profit company. Their job is to make money. They were heading into the holiday season. They want to be as competitive as possible. And iPads are flying off the shelf. If you disagree with the release cycle, stop buying iPads, stop buying iPhones, whatever product you disagree with. You can speak loudly with your wallet where you choose to spend your money. Companies have a right to do what they want. You might not agree with it. I certainly don't agree with it, but I understand it from a business standpoint. Try and change your perspective. Try and not think of things from just your point of view, from the company's point of view, from the shareholder's point of view, from a business point of view. And you might start to see why companies are doing things. You do not, however, have to agree with them at all. I certainly don't. But at least it might help you appreciate a little bit more about why companies are doing what they're doing. All right, so let me take a break for a minute from talking economics with you. Let me thank our friends and sponsors at Shutterstock. Shutterstock.com is a place to go when looking for stock photos, vectors, illustrations, and video clips. Just sign up for offer large image packs, monthly subscriptions, or just grab a single image for a blog or mockup. They even offer enhanced license access in case you want to print an image out or get it screened on a tee. Shutterstock.com makes it easy to curate your own galleries to make searching easier. You can download any image at any size for one price. No nickel and diming for high-res stuff. If you make a lot of YouTube videos, you guys know how hard it is to find featured images. If you want to put a video inside of your YouTube video and sort of have it as B-roll, it's hard to find that. Sometimes you can't take your own. It doesn't come out as good as the professionals. This is the place you guys want to go if you need those images. It's just an awesome resource. Definitely go ahead and check them out. So head on over to Shutterstock.com or install their iPad app to get started. No credit card needed. When you find the images you want to use, enter code TECHNO11 to get 30% off any package. So go to Shutterstock.com, enter promo code TECHNO11, get 30% off, and you will make sure that your videos are looking awesome, pro quality. Your blog posts have the perfect images and teaser images in there. Folks at Shutterstock.com have y'all taken care of. Thank you guys for watching another businessy episode of Write Rant. I know a lot of you guys aren't going to agree with this, but I did want to give a background and explain why companies are doing what they're doing. This isn't just true for Apple. It's true for really any business out there. Whatever business you work for, your parents work for, whatever it might be, everyone's trying to maximize profits. And that's sort of the business explanation for why these prices keep going up, release cycles keep getting shorter, and why there's so many new products on the market. So agree or disagree, love to hear what you guys have to say. Leave your comments down below. Check us out every week with a new episode of Write Rants, and check out technobuffalo.com for latest and greatest tech news. I'm Jon Rettinger. See you next video.